And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. He gets free. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 81 yards for the touchdown. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready, ready. 45, one. Right,
Now Lance. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Drill, 52. Here we go, here we go. Ready?
To throw, here's Lance. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
31-yard line.
Ready. Let's cut.
They hand it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Clock, 10, set, ready.
Lance looking to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Let's go. Set.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
It's a gain of
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Clock. Ready.
Here's Gibbs. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game. And you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Jim DK. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Herbert digs on the reception. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hey, Kappa. Why did
On play action, it's Herbert. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down, Tigers.
Now Herbert again. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Myles Garrett. He gets in to drop this. It's a loss of 8.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's for the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland. And he's out of bounds. That gain is 13. It's going to make it a much more manageable third down.
14 yards. Brings up third down.
Set. Delta. Hunt. Baylor tight. Set.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of the rookie, Dante Thornton. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And the Sam One. First down.
Kappa.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
59.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
There's no real fancy explanation here, Mike. I mean, he just flat out beats the guy in front of him, and I don't think they could have drawn up a better start here in the opening quarter.
Set. Related. Set.
Herbert to throw. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Open man, left side. He's got it. Give him 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down, San Juan.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, San Juan. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Falcons 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Oh, yeah. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Here's Lance. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And have been taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Lance. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the Tigers are going to get the football back as time runs out in the third quarter. One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's a close game early on. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this.
Ready? Run! 5-9.
On play action now. Herbert moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. And in motion, it's Diggs. Now a run on first down. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. That's enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Herbert. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he will get into the end zone. Holston Loveland. Touchdown Tigers.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdowns. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. Crazy. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Now Lance. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
To throw, here's Lance. That'll be intercepted. And start on the ground. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
Set. Let's go.
That's a short one, caught by Loveland. Still going. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It's a big one right there. It's a gain of 49. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
That one is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, San Juan. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game.
Ready, ready. Block 40.
To throw is Lance. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Lance looking to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Let's go. 45. Right.
Throwing, Lance. He's across midfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Blaster, stay. Hut.
They'll look to throw yet again. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
Down. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown Falcon. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And the good kick pays off. Will only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
Set. Line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. On first down, they'll run it on the draw. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself
For the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. To the 20. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the visitors add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
10 seconds. Check it.
Right back to the air following that pick six. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Back to throw. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. 1st and 10.
17 yards.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 10 black. Ready.
Here's Lance. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Atlanta. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Falcons back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the fourth quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way.
And this is the danger of trying an onside kick. Not only does the return team recover it, but they get enough of return to now they set up their offense with great field position.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Moving to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. Holston Loveland. Touchdown Tigers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The extra point is good. And the visitors tack on one more to their lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
On the ready. Pause red. Ready.
Lance. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Ready. Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just,
for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Hall. And the Tigers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
80. Cap it. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
Going for it all. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Down. Set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jordan Addison. Touchdown Falcons. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer.
Tigers 42. Falcons 48.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake. Herbert. The catch is made by Claypool. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action now. Herbert. He's got Loveland free left side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing again, Herbert. Exiting the pocket right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Jonathan Grenard. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. In motion, that's Thornton.
Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Oh, big hole, left side. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Both team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Herbert now on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Tends to tie the game or even take the lead. First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready?
To throw is Lance. The throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
43.
Lance looking to throw, in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Milton Williams in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. One quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw, here's Lance. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to be third down.
Set, black ultra. Yep, ready.
Now Lance. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Black shot. 45. White. Blaster. Stick.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. That was something else. Big pickup on fourth and long. And they get a new set of downs.
Got it. Set. Cut.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Let's go now. Hut.
One more time. They try Gibbs. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal.
The 6-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Blue striker. Ready. 10 black. Set.
Throwing, Lance. And he's got another one. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown Falcons. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
On the return, here's Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Set. 5-9, 5. Crowd right. Go.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Uh-oh. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Cap.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That's a short one caught by Loveland. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Herbert to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Home 6 right. Crowd right. Go.
Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Ready, set.
Here's Gibbs, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's Lance. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long. On the run to the right. And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another try, 2nd and 10.
20, come on, set. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a big one. This third down.
Ready, ready. 52 boom. Hut.
Lance. Now he's just going to flip this forward.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Okay, ready?
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Let's go. 10 black.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. Gibbs. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's punt.
A run with Gibbs. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now, second and goal.
Down. Set.
Here's Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll run with Gibbs.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
4-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the Falcons. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.